Dzanc Youth Programs with the FO Initiative for Young Writers and the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation brings you Empowered High School's Poetry Podcast, our reading with award-winning poet and writer and University of Michigan's Helen Zell Writers Program alum, Marcelo Hernandez Castillo, Spring 2025. Empowered, a collaboration between the Dzanc Youth Programs, the FO Initiative for Young Writers, and the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation, proudly presents our Poets and Writers Reading Series, a creative podcast project by high school students for high school students. Curated by our young writers, this intimate series of poetry, stories, readings, and interviews dives into the stories we tell ourselves, the stories we make, break, and recreate, this time with award-winning author Marcelo Hernandez Castillo. Join us as we explore the power of words in storytelling, bridging the gap between oral traditions and the digital age.
We walked 10 miles through the Nevada salt flats, and I promised nothing. Not walking out of need, not necessarily. Sagebrush and the endless populace of our burning slowed to a crawl. Our wandering grew larger as it moved away from us. Though ashamedly we tried, the beheaded owl we found on the trail held tight to all its feathers, like its promise of flight sworn to secrecy. I once thought I knew something about suffering, the precision of its angles gesturing toward follow light. Always a chromatic brightness where the hurt is good and gone. A ruin, a clouded annunciation, as in the ruins of its carcass withstood our passing. Withstood our simple synonyms for the blossoming of a cactus flower. So I thought I could say I had suffered and that it would mean something. The owl, a more efficient animal than we, with its head somewhere inside another animal, its body left behind for us to find. This is circular logic, I know. What is there to say? I am overdue. How quiet the hems of kestrels, their tender riots billowing like blown glass punctured above us. The first night we wake, and we wake again in the wreckage of our camp, where we expected to find water, but found none. Pacing back and forth like some kind of ancient accident, a mammal knowing it is the last of its kind. Its ocean in distress. You could say we feathered our exit. You could say it was a contradiction to expect something of the living, to disturb the owl, but not its aftermath. I realize now I am tending a garden. And if indeed a garden, let this one day on earth appear bright. And if I was given solitude, be allowed to move across it on a boat with no oar, in water with no salt, for once as an ocean, and once as its prey. How I longed for a complex life that cost a lot of money, to be good sad in an opulent way, in a hotel room with tall red curtains. Instead, we left the owl on the trail, chewed leaves that outnumbered our tongues. too cold to wander away and walk off my panic in the pitch black of the second night. I wanted many things, which is part of the problem. If you can't tell, this is a nature poem because it has plastic. I win by balancing necessity and control. The nature of my problem and the nature of the solution, its knots and tangles. I am not beyond forgiveness. The prayer through the narrative labyrinths, prayer as the shortest distance between A and B. We have done to the carcass an animal older than our imaginations of it. We will pick up and walk back to our cars, having arrived separately to avoid contamination. And what some would call driving through nothing, though nothing is hardly what I would call moving through the desert. Either way, relationships like these are mostly transactional encounters. No doubt, tomorrow, the body too will be gone. Thank you.
This Empowered High Schools podcast series has been brought to you by Dzanc Books and Dzanc House Youth Programs with the EFO Initiative for Young Writers and the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation. Thank you for your support in making this program possible. Special thanks go to our Barnes & Noble Writers for Writers Award recipient, poet and author Marcelo Hernandez Castillo, for bringing us your beautiful, engaging, powerful work and your magnetic, genuine, and generous presence, offering us your reading, workshop, and personal interview, inspiring us with new ways to approach both the written word and our own creative processes. And to the entire team at Blue Flower, we thank you.